Do you remember your first paranormal encounter?
Yes, I do. I do, but I didn't realize it was a paranormal encounter until a little older in my life. Very strange, right? And it wasn't even my own. I was living in Pennsylvania, and I had a friend named Jamie. I guess I could say that. She's sadly has passed since then. Um, and I don't think this was a secret, so I'm not really. I just hope I don't get some email from like a sister or something somewhere. We kept that a secret, like I don't know. But yeah, it was Jamie was her name, and I remember being at her house, and we were playing with a light bright. You know what a light bright is?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, she was, and all of a sudden, like I heard like tick tick tick. I was like, that's a weird sound, and then I saw like the little pegs kind of like flinging around, and I was like, then all of a sudden her parents came over. Jamie started crying. I remember crying, and I don't remember why she like. I just remember at the time thinking like, why is she crying? What's like what? I don't understand why she's crying. And then I remember her mom like picking her up and telling me like, Jamie has to go to bed now. You need to call your mom and like have her come pick you up. And it kind of always was weird to me, but we didn't really talk about it much. And then later on in life, when I was still living in Pennsylvania, and I had started really getting into this stuff, and I was reading like the Lloyd Auerbach books and William G. Roll books and all these guys, maybe like 12 or 13 by this time. She had said to me like, "Don't you remember what happened like when I was a kid?" And I was like, "Yeah, what about it?" She's like, I'm like a ghost like forever, and she walked me through the whole thing, the whole thing, and how it would terrify her, and she would cry and go crazy, and her parents would have to, and they actually had people come to the house, not investigators, because they weren't really like they are now, but I think they had like psychologists come, like people. Yeah, it was pretty intense, but that could have been probably my first experience, because I remember vividly hearing the sound of like those plastic pegs like hitting the thing behind me while we're both putting it, and then I remember seeing them like flinging, and I remember like being like, how does this happen? What's going on here? Like, I was so young, but I remember my brain thinking it was weird, like this is weird shit, like, or whatever, excuse me. But yeah, that happened. And I remember her parents picking her up and saying, Jamie has to go now. You have to call your parents. Like, I didn't realize that this was something that kept happening to her,
Wow. And
Yeah.
how old were you at the time?
I mean, I was playing with a light bright, so I would imagine like, I mean, not that I wouldn't now. I'm 40.
Like 35. Yeah.
Let's go. Yeah.
I probably still would play with one, so I guess that doesn't answer the question. But I was probably 5, 6.
Oh, wow.
Wow.